Guys, what's up, man? What's up? We're live, we're live, we're live, we're live, we're live. Um, what's up, man? So, again, just bear with me 1 second, man. So, what are we doing here, man? I want to talk about, Real Madrid, because especially I want to talk about Real Madrid in a sense of, apparently, these guys are not actually going to be getting a star player. They want to build a team around Isco. So I want to talk about that. I want to talk about whether you can build a team around Isco, but specifically Bill, whether Carrot Bill can be talked about. Jose Mourinho. I was actually having an argument with some guys about this perhaps being a Mourinho meltdown and United breaking it. Martial, I just saw right now on 90minutes.com that PSG have rejected a chance to sign Martial for 71 million. That's crazy. Although, do they really need Martial? And guys, man, I want to talk about Mission Impossible, man. Fallout. Mission Impossible Fallout, man. Crazy. Um, I like to see films twice. So obviously, when we talk about Mission Impossible Fallout, I don't want to give away any spoilers. But guys, that movie was crazy. That is a crazy movie. Like, I'm still in shock as to what I saw in that film. Like, that movie was just absolutely crazy. Um, yeah. I'm on the review for my mic. Thank you. But yeah, so yeah, we'll definitely talk about Fallout. And remember, guys, don't give away any spoilers for the film. If you see any spoilers, I'm going to butcher out of the hangar, please. So people who have not seen it, don't give away any spoilers. So let's talk about football now. So let's talk about this whole Anthony Martial. So first of all, I think that Martial, there, what 1 week, 2 weeks left until this whole thing finishes. So um, Martial has to force a move out, and it doesn't really matter where he goes. Obviously, you want to go to a quality team, but he has to force a move out of United. He's got to go to a team that appreciates him, and he's got to make sure that he is guaranteed first team football. That is key. He must be guaranteed first team football. That has to be mandated. That has to be the focus where he's a guaranteed first team football. Under no circumstance can he just be given some kind of a side thing or sort of, because look, he's a quality player, and United would be stupid, thick in the head to sell him. And with regards to Jose Mourinho, I was saying to you guys right now, if you're a United fan, be very afraid. Be very afraid if you're a United fan. I think might get the sack. I think Mourinho might get the sack. If Martial leaves, they don't get better defenders. They don't get a quality central midfielder. They don't get Perisic. You rely on Ashley Young to put crosses into the box. I don't think Ashley Young has actually put a good cross into the box in like 5-6 years. So if that's what you're relying upon, it ain't going to be pretty. And I'm told him, man, it's going to be nasty for United. I'm looking at that team right now. I'm looking at Jose Mourinho. I'm looking at the fact that this is the third season. I'm looking at the fact that it's been a poor preseason, and the fact that this guy has been arguing and moaning and groaning, so and so forth. It's going to be nasty. I think it's going to be a nasty season for United. And with regards to Real Madrid, so I think they're going to do it. I think Real Madrid are going to really build a team around Isco in a sense where he's the playmaker and the creator. But Bale is obviously going to be the superstar. So Bale is the guy who fills the void of Cristiano. Can you spell risky? I can spell risky. Risky is spelled Bale. That's what's risky. That's how you spell risky. If Bale can give you a season, the guy can easily fill the void of Cristiano. Easy. Too simple. But we deal in facts and we deal in reality. Can he give you a season? I'm not too sure they can give you a season. And I'm saying this right now, this is just a humble advice from a humble football analyst. Who am I? I'm just a guy from the streets, from the road. But just as a humble football analyst, Real Madrid are making a very big mistake going up against an angry Messi, a Coutinho who had a great World Cup, Malcolm in the middle, Cannibal, and Valverde, who's a very good manager. You made a very, very big mistake going up against that team, thinking you're going to win the La Liga crown from them. So that's the reality there. So let me just look quickly down because some people wanted me just to talk about some stuff. So let's see. So Shady McGrady said best Premier League dribblers. Hazard, easily. Hazard is the best Premier League dribbler. Zaha is pretty good as well, but I've got to go with Eden Hazard. P13. Higuain Bonucci swap deal. Is that for real? So you're saying Bonucci to Juventus and Higuain to AC Milan. If I'm Juventus, I'm not sure whether I make that swap. If I'm AC Milan, I'm begging to make some. Because if AC Milan let go of Bonucci, but they get Higuain, an actual proper striker, because I don't believe in Andre Silva and Cutrone, then that's much better for AC Milan. But I'm not sure whether Juventus go through with that. So basically, this whole my Premier League expectation video, it will be coming soon. I'm doing something with the Banter Boys that's going to be coming soon, and I'll be doing something for the channel myself, where I'm going to be doing each team individually. I'm going to be doing each team individually, small review, small preview. Then I'll then be giving you a taste of your medicine. So watch out for that. So from OPEX, Atletico Madrid going for the league, Madrid and Barca's transfer so far. Is Thomas Lemar overrated? That's what I want to know. He's a good player, but Thomas Lemar going to Atletico Madrid. So that means that I should now say that they will win La Liga. He's okay. I've seen him play. He's a good player. He's not great. My main thing is that I'm looking at Diego Costa. Father Diego Costa is going to be giving them a full season, and this is a much improved Costa from what he was before he left Atletico Madrid. So I'm looking at that to say, okay, you know what? That's for me. Costa is top three. Costa is top three. Costa is top three striker. I'll call him a top three striker. So yeah, what else are you guys saying? Hazard under Sarri will be interesting. London is blue. If Sarri can keep Hazard, I think Hazard in that system is the magic, is the icing on the cake, and I just him with the if you just tell Hazard that we're playing one touch, pass and move, flicks, tricks, step overs, feints, Hazard will be like money, money, money. This is music to my ears. So yeah, that would be great for him. Says why Pep isn't a great manager or one of the GOATs. This is what I've always said about Pep. Pep has always got what he wants. Could Pep win a Champions League with FC Porto? Could Pep win a Champions League with Neville and David Beckham and his team? I'm just saying, could he? Could Pep take a bunch of Monaco fetuses to the semi-final of the Champions League? Could Pep win a La Liga and get to a Champions League final with Atletico Madrid? So how great a manager is Pep when he's always had to have quality players? How much has he spent for how much has he spent now for Man City? He spent a lot. So sorry, man. Pep, I don't know about that, man. FG, I'm not answering your question because I find it fake that you were a Real Madrid supporter, now you're a Juventus supporter, so I can't do that. Akinorix, Chinese for football. Cash. That literally is all I have to say about Chinese football. It's just cash. Think of cash, 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 cash. We'll have a wrap the discussion, but put simply, we may discuss a bit more. Very simply, my top rappers, just my personal top three as of right now: Cannabis, Pheromonch, KRS-One. Those are my personal top three rappers. So KRS-One, Pheromonch, Cannabis. Those are my main guys there. So, but yeah, guys, let me just very briefly Mission Impossible Fallout. Guys, man, Tom Cruise is different. You see, for me, I feel that CGI has ruined films. He's really, really ruined films. And I just think that when you look at Mission Impossible Fallout, I can't remember any time that CGI was used. So when you look at all of this superhero stuff, all of this other crap, I'm like, what the hell is all that crap? But we look at this film, like here, the story is fine, but just the action set pieces, the realism that is there is absolutely incredible, amazing. Like the skydive scene and the helicopter scene, I was watching it saying that how the hell were these guys doing this? So I think it's weird that this, even if this is like how action films used to be made, I think this could be a game changer with regards to action films. I just think, look, man, that's just absolutely superb, man. So if you're an action film junkie, man, you definitely have to get out there and watch that, man. So let me just see what you kids are saying, man. So is the Real Madrid squad good enough right now to compete for the new season? I'm not sure whether they are good enough as a squad. Um, I think Asensio and Lucas Vazquez are really quality players, especially Asensio. But I still feel that they're improving. And if a key player gets injured, can you trust Asensio and Lucas Vazquez to be starters and really win games for Real Madrid? I'm not sure whether they are there yet. I really am. I'm not sure whether they're there yet. So um, that is tricky, man. That's what I think. Basically, for Pep, man, I just want Pep to take on a mid-tier team. I want Pep to have to build a team from scratch without having a lot of money. That's all I ask from Pep. Can you manage a team where you don't have some of the best players in the world and it's an average team or a pretty good team? For instance, can you go to Sevilla and make them competitive? So Pep been called the GOAT now. Like Ferguson is a guy that you have to be respected because he took a team of kids, totally unknown, not a single world class player, maybe Cantona, but still Cantona was still up on the ball. Was Cantona a top three player in the world at the time? No. So shout out to Ferguson, man. All right, that's just what you guys are saying, man. And Ramsey to Chelsea. I've not heard that happen, but I do believe that Ramsey ain't leaving Arsenal. Emery is gonna keep a hold of Ramsey for sure. I don't see Emery letting go of Ramsey, and I think that Ramsey has a big role to play in Emery's system for sure. I think he has a very big role to play, so I really don't see him leaving that for sure. Um, see, look, man, for me, I think I really don't think Tuchel and PSG is the right marriage, man. You know, and Tuchel knows why he's been brought in. Everybody knows why he brought in because when you come into PSG, it's about the Champions League. Like, trust me, if you win the Champions League and come third in League 1, that's mission accomplished. Like the PSG team, the entire project, every penny is invested in order to win the Champions League. That's what it's about. Okay, it's nothing else. Everything about this is about trying to win the flipping Champions League. Everything else is just a side chick. It's about we want to try and win the flipping Champions League. Um, so look, Tottenham are not like if Tottenham can get Bale, that would be huge. If they can get Bale, that would be huge. Because Harry Kane can't win you a Premier League title. Harry Kane can't win you a trophy. He can get you near there, but Harry Kane can't win you. He's not a superstar. Bale is a superstar. So if Tottenham want to win a trophy, they need someone like a Gareth Bale. because Harry Kane will get to its semi-final, get to its final, but you can't rely on Harry Kane to score the winning goal in a final. You can't rely on Harry Kane to score you those key goals that can help you win the title. He'll get you the numbers, but he's not going to get you the goal at critical times. Bale will get you the goal at a critical time, and those are the kind of players that you need in your team. You need match winners. You need guys who can take it to win the trophy. But Bale is a centerpiece of all Lopetegui is trying to do, especially with Cristiano leaving. Bale ain't going anywhere. And I think with Cristiano leaving, Bale now says, wait a minute, I now have much more responsibility in Real Madrid to try and make something happen and make something work. Um, I said, look, man, Biggie is even if he had really had like two albums officially, he's one of the best rappers of all time. Like an argument can be made just based on the balance between lyrics and flow. There's an argument that can be made that Biggie was probably the best rapper ever. Like the way in which just his rhythm. Remember, rapping is music, and there's a rhythm to rap. And I just think that's the rhythm and the musical sense he brought to rap and how he just danced along with the words and how he just fits words together, how he would they make them, he would just marry the words together in a line. It was ridiculous. Nobody had ever done it before. So there's a strong argument that as far as a musical artist within rap, B was probably the best. I mean, the guy was a ridiculous rapper, man. Um, I mean, look, if Madrid better not win 4 in a row, that would just be stupid, man. If they win 4 in a row, that would literally be extremely stupid. Um, no, no, no. See, Naby Keita will fit in perfectly in the Premier League, perfectly. It will be perfect. The only question of Naby Keita is will he get too many red cards? There's no question about his ability. There's no question about him fitting into the Premier League with the speed of the Premier League because the Bundesliga is also pretty fast as well. And Leipzig did play fast for football. So he'll fit in fine. But the only question is, he'll really get too many red cards because, again, how many times can Liverpool cope with playing with 10 men? And he does get many red cards. He does make a lot of rash challenges. But you'd have to take the good with the bad. Like parts of his game is the fact that he plays with his heart on his sleeve, and he goes in for those challenges. That's why guys like him so much. Um, for me, as I told you again, like for me, Eminem, I always say this to guys, man. Chino Excel was Eminem before Eminem. So if you think Eminem is great and it's amazing lyrics and everything, just listen to "Here to Save You All" by Chino Excel. The thing about Eminem was that he was the right package. You know, he actually could rap, but what he rapped about was provocative. He appealed to white suburban kids. He had the white look, blue eyes, blonde hair, so it was a perfect marketing opportunity. And you were partnered with one of the best producers in rap history. So I've always said that the best white rapper that I know is Da Milk Bone, who did this album called Da Milk Traits in '95. For me, that is like a real proper hip hop album. And I think with Eminem, I mean, rapping about killing your girlfriend stroke wife, the mother of your child, insulting your mother, lyrics like "My mama's on your lips, my mama's on your lips." Like for me, the content is just poor. Like I'm sorry, like I can't listen to that content. It's childish toilet humor. So, and for me, that's just not. I think rap is deeper than that. Rap is a deep poetic art form reflecting people's hardships in life or just talking about stuff that really makes people think. And for Eminem, nah, like it's a joke. It's just not real. So, um, see, Real Madrid would see. That's a weird thing, though. I think Isco is loved at Real Madrid, so I do not think whether a Isco Hazard swap would actually happen because Isco is loved a lot. If it was me, do I swap Isco for Hazard? That's a difficult one because I want Hazard and Isco in the team, but if I'm putting down and saying, do you swap Isco for Hazard? I'm not, yeah, and I don't think I can do that. because you bring Hazard in, then he has to do a lot of the creative work. Can't rely on Benzema to get those G's. Asensio is young. Lucas Vasquez is young. Yeah, man. I don't know whether I do that, man. I think I have to. I think Isco has to stay, and I want to bring Hazard along as well, and get them to play together. Um, Vasquez is 27. Oh, damn. I thought the guy was a kid, man. Um, Chelsea, for me, Chelsea and Arsenal are two teams where I have no idea where they're going to finish. And I think the beauty about that is that because they have two managers coming in, it's impossible to predict where they'll finish because new systems and everything, it could go either really well or really badly. So it's very hard to know. Like for United, I mean, sixth, seventh, what do you want? Tottenham, maybe fourth or fifth, maybe fourth or fifth. Liverpool, it looks like second to Man City, but who knows? Maybe if it doesn't work out, it could be third or even fourth. Um, yeah, no, for me, I told you. Speaking of which, again, and this is the same thing with when people say Eminem is the GOAT, because everyone has a favorite member of the Wu-Tang Clan, and for me, it has always been Inspector Deck. You may say technically overall that Method Man might be the best rapper. I've always said Inspector Deck. You can't tell me Eminem is a better rapper than Inspector Deck. I'm sorry. You can't tell me. Inspector Deck as a lyricist is ridiculous. Okay. I bomb atomically. Socrates, philosophies, and hypotheses. No one can deny how I be dropping these mockeries. Lyrically, I performed armed robbery. Possibly they slaughter me. That's Inspector Deck from Triumph. That's lyrics. Lyrics. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to tell you. You can't tell me that Eminem is a better rapper than Cannabis. You can't. I'm the illest MC in America. MCs can't see me because I'm too quick for the human retina to register. I roll up on your crew quicker than long sleeves in a speed that would confuse Keanu Reeves. Cannabis, how we roll. So look, man, there are levels of this stuff, man. There are levels of this stuff, man. Come on, man. Um, so what do you think of Bayern winning the Champions League? Because with Niko Kovac, they have managers like Hitzfeld or Heinkes. See, for Bayern winning the Champions League, I think, look, it's tricky. I told you, I'm a Robin fan. I'm a Robin fanboy. I'm the biggest Robin fanboy you can find. But age is age, and Robin is old. And I think for Bayern Munich, I'm looking at. I don't. I'm not sure if Bayern faced Barcelona or Juventus, they'd be able to beat them. They'd always Bayern will always compete, as they did against Real Madrid. They'll always compete. But I think to really get over the hump and to really to win the game, you need that winner. Hence why in 2013 you had Ribery and Robin at their peak. Ribery and Robin are still quality players, but are Ribery and Robin really at their peak right now? They're not at their peak. So, that's just me being um tricky, man. I mean, look, Douglas Costa now, but Robin overall. Robin overall over and Douglas Costa. Look, yeah, like best actor of all time, man. Easily for me, Gary Oldman is the greatest actor of all time. He simply is. Nobody has played the amounts of variations and diversity of roles that he has played, and the way in which he plays them is scary. Like I say to people that watch JFK and watch Gary Oldman. I mean, obviously, if one's top Gary Oldman performances, Dracula by Francis Ford Coppola, JFK by Oliver Stone, and what's it called? Leon the Professional, by that dude who did The Fifth Element. Watch those three performances by Gary Oldman. Outstanding. And his performance as Lee Harvey Oswald in JFK for me is one of the greatest acting performances of all time. And like his acting in that thing was frightening. Absolutely frightening. Um Look, Marcelo will be all right without Cristiano, man. Relax, he'll be all right. He'll be all right, bro. Um, Yeah, look, man, Get Rich or Die Trying is a great album, and the thing about it is that 50 Cent has not been the same since. Like 50 Cent literally gave his best for that album, which is an it, it is an amazing album. It's an absolutely classic album. And speaking of which, I think that's why Joe Budden is so rich, man. Don't be fooled by it because the two songs of the decade, 2000 to 2010, the two songs of those decade was In the Club and Pump It Up. Those two songs literally were the two songs of the entire decade, and they both came out in the same year, oh 03. Um, yeah, look for me. I think look, Denzel Washington for me is a personal favorite of mine. And the thing with Day Lewis is that Day Lewis is one of the greatest actors. But for me, why I say Gary Oldman over Day Lewis and Denzel is that Oldman has done more characters and has done more diverse characters and diverse roles. So I just think that his variety and his breadth of roles show his skill as an actor to literally enter totally different characters, more so than those and they just mentioned, man. Um, who's the better footballer, Giroud or Christina? As much as I would love to say Giroud, Giroud is a brick. I mean, Giroud is not like on very basic terms. Giroud is not a good footballer. On just the very basic terms, Giroud is just categorically not a good football player. He ain't good. So, like, look, it's as simple as that. That Giroud is just not he's not a good football player, man. At all, man. He ain't good, bro. He ain't, bro. Um, if Mourinho gets sacked, who should replace him at United? That's a tough one, man. That is it. For me, I think that what United need is a young manager. They need a young, exciting manager who can get the best out of Pogba and Martial. So that's a tough one. It's a tough one. See, even if they wouldn't be able to get us, see, Dave Francesco would be a very good manager to get. He'd be a really good manager to get because he's young, got nice fresh ideas. But I don't know whether they'll get it from Ramos. But I think Di Francesco definitely would be a name I would think of because they need a young manager. I think maybe it's a young person's game. Like management was always seen as, oh no, you need to be 50, 60, have a lot of knowledge. Look at Nagelsmann. Look at Tedesco. Look at all these dudes and that are doing really well. Look at Pochettino. These are guys who are like in their 40s. Some 50s, but a lot of these guys are in their 40s. Look at when Guardiola started out. So I think that management has probably become much more of a young person's game now. So, um, Conte, are you crazy? That's no. Did someone just say Southgate? Look, man, England guys, don't get too overhyped based off that World Cup thing, man. Please, thank you, man. Um, tip on books to read. Guys, get The Prince. Well, currently a book that I'm reading right now is called Natives by Akala. Great book, but I need to finish it first. I'm not a huge book reader. I at least pick specific books. Read The Prince by Machiavelli. Trust me, you will thank me later. Read The Prince by Machiavelli. Read that flipping book. So remember, guys. So yeah, just to give you a little heads up, man. So as I said again, I'm going to be doing a Premier League preview, hopefully with the Bouncer Boys. Then I'm going to be breaking down every team. I'm going to be breaking down the top six teams, a little review, and a little preview for them looking ahead into the season. Um, and so on Sunday, of course, is the Charity Shield. So pre-match, post-match analysis. So also what I'll be doing, hopefully through the season, I'll be doing more of these live. So I'm going to be doing a YouTube live after the Community Shield game. So after I do the post-match analysis and I put that out there, then I'll be doing or maybe what I'll even do is that maybe I will do my post-match as a live. I may do that. So or maybe I'll do the post-match analysis and after that I will do a live. But I want to be doing more lives after games. So it's going to be a live after the Community Shield. There's going to be a live after the Super Cup between Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid, which I think is going to be. See, I'm really looking forward to that game. Real Madrid against Atletico Madrid. I'm really looking forward to that game because again, I want to see this new Real Madrid without Cristiano. I want to see this Real Madrid without having to buy this new Galactico. What can Isco do? What can Asensio do? Can Benzema? So Benzema scored 5 goals last season. Is that real? Because I just want to know. He scored 5 Gs last season. I mean, wait. I don't know. Did he score 5 goals last season? Um, yeah. I mean, I'll probably do it live before the match as well. No, there should not be a fourth part of Godfather. Three is fine. And I gotta remember, Godfather 3 is still a good film. It just came after two classic films. Godfather 3 in a vacuum is a bloody good film. But when it comes after two of the best films ever made, then people say, oh, it looks pretty bad. And also, as a director, don't use nepotism. Don't cast your daughter in the film when you know that your daughter can't act. So, yeah, a couple of flops there, man. Um, who's more talented between Messi and Maradona? That's tough. Maybe Messi because he could maybe because of his all round game. Maybe Messi, but Maradona, what's he? Nah, that's a tough one, bro. That's a tough one. Pulisic, well, you say Pulisic to Chelsea. I've been hearing Pulisic to Liverpool. Liverpool are really looking to get Pulisic. And look, man, Liverpool have done a lot of business this season. And for Klopp, stop cracking jokes, stop singing, stop playing around with fans, okay, and win a trophy. Because all this laughing, all this joking, all hey man, we'll never walk alone, blah 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 blah. Go and win a bloody trophy, bro. Okay, please. Um, to be honest, I neither watched One Piece or Naruto. The last anime I really watched was I don't wait. Well, do you count Dragon Ball Z as an anime? And Fist of the North. See, First of the North Star, quality anime, absolutely quality, and Afro Samurai, quality. Um, so you guys are saying, man. Yeah, look, man. Can Liverpool are making themselves look really stupid. You had a great transfer summer, a really good preseason. You're coming into very strong. Let the Ramos thing go. It's done. You lost the game. It's finished. So I think still happening on about that makes you look like a bunch of losers. Okay. Ramos did not try to dislocate Salah's shoulder. Okay. That's just crazy. He did not really, he don't go out and try to dislocate his shoulder. That's being stupid. So you going on and focusing on this yet again just makes you look really silly. It makes you look really, really silly. All right, last few questions and then I have to get the hell out of here, man. Vinicius Jr., let's see him play. It's difficult for anything, but again, Real Madrid might it be a bit too risky to entrust the future on an 18-year-old, hoping that he's going to come good and not get Hazard. I think that's pretty risky. Can Ghana do something in AFCON 2019? Yes, if they sort out the FA and are much more organized, then yes, they can do something. The Lakers, LeBron, you've got to show up, man, bro. You got to show up. You've made this big move to the Lakers right now. You can't just go to the Lakers just for your Hollywood contract. You got to go there and deliver them a championship. But am I going to take Lakers even with LeBron against the Warriors or against the Rockets? Nah, I'm not going to do that, bro. Um, Martial at Real Madrid would be really good. If Martial came in to replace Benzema and you give me Martial, Asensio, Isco, throwing Vinicius in there, that could be pretty good. Mo Salah goal prediction. 17 goals. 17 Gs. I don't think he'll get 20 Gs next season. I don't think he'll get 20 Gs next season, man. Um, who will finish higher, Chelsea or Tottenham? Hard to say because I don't know how Chelsea are going to do. Like, literally for Chelsea, maybe the Sarri thing just doesn't work. The team doesn't really turn the sorry ball into results. So it's very hard to know. So maybe also right now the safer bet we say Tottenham, because for Chelsea it's risky because it's a new manager coming in and it's going to take some time for him to really implement his ideology in what is the toughest league in the world. Um, Trudon, relax. 20, 30 at least. Relax, bro. Relax. Um, you look, man. Let's hold that Salah and it's not a 1 year wonder. Let's go see Atletico Madrid. You know what? I don't think they can win the. I don't think they'll win the league, but they can win the league. I think that it's not impossible for them. I think Barcelona are still going to be good. I still say Barcelona are the favorites, even though I think Real Madrid may actually win it. I don't know why. I think this new Real Madrid without Cristiano may do something. But I still think that this your smart money is on Barcelona. But even if your smart money is on Barcelona, this Barcelona is not as strong as it was with Prime Iniesta, Prime Xavi. How will Barcelona cope with that Iniesta? That's a loss. Even if he didn't play 90 minutes, Iniesta was still that kind of mainstay you could always rely upon to come in and really do a job and be quality. And he was still good. Right? Iniesta still had a good season last season. So that's a loss. That's a loss. So how are they going to cope without him? So yeah, man, I can't wait for the season to start, man. Um, Real Donnarumma, Real. I think the deal that's going to be taking place really is going to be Couture. I think Couture to Real Madrid. That should pretty much be a foregone conclusion. I thought it was going to be Couture thingy, but and as for Donnarumma, I think Donnarumma is AC Milan. I think he has to move on from there. Unless AC Milan get Benzema, they get Higuain, and are looking to really make some big moves and actually do something as a club. And he says, because I told you, Donnarumma, I feel, is the next great keeper. I think 3, 4 years time, especially when Neuer retires, I think Donnarumma will be seen as the number one top tier keeper out there. Um, I want Nigeria to do well, but I want General to be sacked. It was very simple. Uh, how often will you bring up next season that Messi and Cristiano flopped at the World Cup? I won't really bring it up that much, but when I don't want to bring it up, I want to focus on the club season. I want to focus on Cristiano when he does at Juventus. I want to focus on what Messi does at Barcelona. But if people mention them as the GOATs, then I bring it up. So that's the deal. If you don't mention them as the GOATs and the greatest of all time, I will not mention it at all. I will not say anything. But anytime anybody mentions them as the greatest of all time, I will mention them as being World Cup flops. That's the simple deal. Liverpool don't need a striker. They're good as they are. Shaqiri is a quality signing. The system works for itself. They have the players. They have the team. They're not having a squad. They have guys off the bench. It's time to get the results. No excuses for them, man. No excuses whatsoever. Um, Al Pacino's amazing. I'll say right now, Al Pacino's best performance. Although people need to watch Seppico, Seppico is a nice sleeper performance. In Seppico, that's real. For me, I would say Pacino's best performance is Scarface. Like Tony Montana is one of the best characters ever realized, and I think because people always will look at Sense of Humor or they look at the obvious Michael Corleone. Pacino as Tony Montana and what he did to create that character of Tony Montana was outstanding. Because Tony, for me, Tony Montana, you're a flipping idiot. But because I hated him so much, because I was like, you're such a dumb idiot, he made me have a real reaction to Tony Montana because his acting was so real and so good. So yeah, Papacino as Tony Montana was crazy. Um, woo, Heat, guys, we're gonna have to have like a live film discussion soon, man. Heat is a perfect movie. Heat is that for me. Heat is what you call beautiful cinema. like a cinematic masterpiece. Like what Michael Mann did to direct and write that, how he set it. I'm even watching it tonight, man. Heat is an amazing film. Heat is so good. Heat is an amazing, amazing film. To be honest, man, he said terrible Cuban accent. A lot of Cubans said that his accent was actually pretty good. So a lot of Cubans said that his accent was actually pretty good. So that's just what I'm saying. Hudson Odoi, really good. Quality. First time I saw him against Inter Milan, looked really, really, really good. Quality, man. Um, you see, Captain Levi, I wouldn't even call Heat an action film. I say Heat is just a film. Heat is in my top 10 films of all time. Easily top 10 films of all time. Pickford to Chelsea. That'll be a great signing. Caballero is a brick. Caballero cannot be allowed anywhere near a starting lineup for any team. So Pickford or Kasper Schmeichel would be great for Chelsea. Guys, peace out. I'll see you through. So I'll see you probably as a preview or as a review of the Community Shield this Sunday. Peace out. Stay true. Stay safe.